Hey there, Megan with SwiftPaws here, and I'm going to go over an exciting update for the new remote. So currently this remote talks to Chase. So if you have a Chase kit and you have this remote, we have an update for the firmware for you, which should make the experience using it a little bit smoother, and it's also going to increase performance. I've got Piper with me here in the office, so if you see her walking around, you'll know who that is. So the first thing to keep in mind is that all firmware updates, whether it's for the remote or for a device like Chase, happen via the app. So you're gonna want to make sure that your SwiftPaws app on your phone has been updated to the latest app version. I know that's a lot of updates, but basically there's the app, and the app is going to need to be updated first so that you can apply the latest update to the device. So if you've got an Android, you're gonna go into the Google Play Store and make sure that your app is up to date. If you've got an iPhone, you can go into the App Store, same thing. Make sure that if it says update, that you update your app first. So once you've made sure your app is up to date, we can go ahead and work on connecting it to the remote and updating the remote. So you're going to go into your app here, and first you have to turn on the ability to scan for remotes. You'll do that in the settings page, going into account, and turning on scan for remotes. Next, you're going to go into your devices page, which is the paw print. So before you select add new device, you want to make sure your device is on. We're gonna select that and the remote should appear. Grab that remote. You can give it a nickname if you would like to. That part is optional. And you've seen that you've established a connection with this little green icon there. Now we're gonna go into the remote. You'll notice that the light goes to green as well. And now it's time to update the firmware on the remote. So I'm going to go into the 3 lines here. I am going to select update device, and it has found an update. Now there is going to be something here that shows us once it starts to make a connection. So I'm going to press start update, and you notice that the light is now flashing, and now it's flashing quite quickly. So at this point, I can go ahead, because it's attempting to enter the update and connect with this, can go ahead and just sort of toggle the trigger, but this is flashing quickly now, and I can press that button, and now it's going to initiate the update. The update status will show on the screen. You're going to want to wait until that has gone all the way to 100. Okay, so once the update is complete, you're going to want to turn your remote off and back on. You can go ahead and clear the screen there. And you notice that we are going to not be connected. See how it's red? And the light is gonna stay on until we turn this off and back on again, and that completes the update. So now that that is complete, I can go ahead and check it with the Chase device. Really important note here, you do not want to have the app and the remote connected to the device at the same time. So I'm just going to clear out the app completely. All right, so we can plug in our Chase device. And what you'll notice is on the bottom of Chase, it has this little indicator status light. That's gonna be flashing once per second. As soon as it connects to a remote, the remote will vibrate and the flashing will slow down to once every 3 seconds. You'll also be able to hear that. And there it's connected. So you can see that the flashing has slowed down, and now I should be able to run Chase. So one final note, if your remote is acting funky, or if it doesn't seem like it's running right, or possibly if it just hasn't been calibrated to begin with, you may need to recalibrate. This is always a good troubleshooting step. To recalibrate the remote, you need to press and hold down that power button. It will completely power off. You continue to hold for a total of 15 seconds. At that point, it will vibrate continuously. It should do that here in a minute. Goes. Once it's doing that, you can let off. Now when you power it on, it will require a recalibration. To recalibrate, you need to make sure that it is connected. So again, we wait for that vibration and the light to slow down on chase. Once it's connected, you're going to pull trigger down and wait for the vibrations, that signal that you've calibrated the downward position, trigger up, again, waiting for that vibration confirmation, and now it should be ready to run again. All right, I hope that walks you through everything you need to know about updating the firmware. Just a note, you can also update the firmware for your Chase device through the app as well. We have a performance update coming out soon. We're really excited for that. But for now, take care and happy running.